So I'm off today to go pick up a paddle. I have won a paddle. There was a YouTube giveaway just recently, and fortunately my name got pulled out of the hat.
And the winner is Kevin Outdoors. Kevin Outdoors. I don't know if you can see that. That's the winner. Just won yourself a paddle.
And believe it or not, it's in the same town as I live, at Thunder Bay. So that's where I'm headed today to go pick it up. The giveaway was by Joe O's Paddles. That's the name of the YouTube channel. And I figure if I'm gonna get a free paddle, I'm gonna go and make a video of the guy's shop and check that out. Hopefully give his channel some exposure. I don't know Joe. I've never met him before, so I'm looking forward to this. Should be interesting. Here I am, I'm at Joe Oblenis' workshop. Let's go check it out. Hello, hey Joe.
You must be Kevin.
I'm Kevin, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Come on in.
Thanks. Looking forward to seeing your shop.
I spent a little bit of time tidying it up today because it's usually kind of messy.
I see your paddles over there, let's go check those out.
Sure.
Right, so Joe, I came here to get a paddle.
All right.
I'm a winner, I won a paddle. So what do you recommend?
Well, guess what? I have several.
Okay. This is the one that was in the contest?
Yeah, that's the one I had in the contest, but since you're a local guy, you can kind of take your pick from what I have
That's
at
nice.
the time.
Well, this is a beautiful paddle.
A couple of otter tails.
And it seems to fit. And you were telling me this is mostly cedar with
Yep.
a strip of ash in the middle?
Yeah, my canoe paddles, so all the straight shaft canoe paddles are western red cedar with one strip of hardwood running the lengths down the middle. Sweet.
This, folks, this is just a beautiful paddle. Look at that. Look at the colors in that. So you sell these online?
Online.
And where?
And directly locally.
And directly locally, yeah.
And these guys along here, call these the Needing River paddle because that's a river that's 100 meters away. Right.
The Needing River paddle. It's beautiful. Cedar?
Mostly western red cedar. The only
Ash?
I believe that one's ash. Sometimes I have maple, sometimes ash, but thin strip of hardwood, top to bottom on the canoe paddle.
That's also beautiful.
Adds a little bit of
Hope
strength
folks
and
can see that.
stiffness and helps balance them a little bit better.
That's just beautiful. And you make, oh, let's get over here.
A couple of bench shafts.
Bench shaft paddles. Stand where people can see us here.
I was not quite finished. A couple more coats of oil on the grip and probably one more coat of varnish on the rest of the paddle. So western red cedar, fiberglass epoxy over the blade.
Yeah.
And same idea with the carbon shaft.
Another one, it's just beautiful. See how the shaft is bent? And this is a carbon fiber shaft. That's beautiful. Why don't you show me one of your Greenland paddles? Or here, I'll bring the camera over. So these are your Greenland paddles, Joe?
Yeah.
These are beautiful. They're not as big as a traditional. I guess these are traditional.
These are the traditional.
Yeah.
The modern style paddle has a shorter and wider blade
Yeah.
and a really stiff shaft in general. Your square inches is comparable once you take into account the long and narrow blade.
Okay, so about the same amount of surface area hitting the water.
Yeah.
But they look more elegant though.
They're actually more efficient in the water as well.
So these are way more efficient. Wow.
And they're not affected by the wind.
You would not have thought that, but they're both beautiful and functional.
I didn't believe it the first time I picked one up.
These are amazing. And this one's varnished?
Yeah, that one is made from cherry instead of cedar. And it's actually got fiberglass cloth and resin on the bottom 5 or 6 inches.
Cool. Cool. Very beautiful. Wow. So how do you make these, Joe?
Well, I take first off using the table saw. I cut up the strips of individual wood to the sizes that you want.
Yeah. So let's take a look at this paddle here.
Okay.
So on the table saw you cut each strip?
Yeah, I'm going to grab one that's not finished yet to
Okay,
show for a
sure.
comparison. Part of the blade shape is cut out, but cutting out the individual strips of wood on the table saw
Okay.
and cutting them to lengths using the miter saw, and then gluing them up. Doing the laminate, I have a lot of clamps, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
So I glue up the shaft first, and then separately I glue up the blade pieces. And then after that's all set up, I glue the blades to the shaft.
And then how do you get down, how do you shape this?
Well, that part, first off, I mark out the shape of the blade. I cut that out on my bandsaw.
Yeah.
And then on the sides, I'll mark the center line. I'm just going to run all the way up. And then come out from the center line, what do I do, about 4 millimeters on each side, roughly. And I draw an angled line coming up here.
Yeah.
And I cut that out on the bandsaw.
Okay.
Same idea with the Greenland Pedals.
So you get rid of most of
Yeah, get rid of
meat
a lot of that.
on the bandsaw, yeah.
And then after that, after it's all marked out, it goes onto my rack over here. And I use a handheld planer to
Okay.
smooth it down a little bit further. And then after that, it's all spoke shaves.
Okay.
That's the physical work
Yeah.
part. And get that done, of course, glue the grip parts on for a canoe paddle.
Yeah.
And then do the shaping on that, lots of sanding, and then the finishing.
Well, these are awesome. So Joe, you've done an awful lot of long paddling and other trips, I understand.
Yeah, I've done a few long ones. My longest would be a solo canoe trip across Canada.
Wow.
That was back in 2004.
Wow.
That was about 6,000 kilometers.
That's huge.
Yeah, it seemed kind of long.
Yeah. So where'd you start? Where'd you end? Where'd you go in between?
Started out in Kitimat, British Columbia on the coast and
Okay.
paddled down the inlets to a little town called Camano. And that was the start of the first portage, which was up and over the coast mountains. So
Okay.
it was 51 kilometers just the portage.
Wow, 51 kilometers, okay.
Yeah, went over a snow-covered mountain pass at 3,300 feet, dropping back down to 2,700 feet at a chain of lakes and rivers, which eventually got me onto the Fraser River for some upriver paddling there, and
Okay.
just continued on and on.
Yeah. So you went across the country, like through the prairies, Methane Portage,
Yeah,
probably?
did that one. That
Okay.
one was, I have to do that portage again. That one really got me.
Yeah.
So I want to do it again and make it more fun.
And then what, like the fur trade route down
Yeah.
through?
Doing the Churchill River system and so on. Eventually Lake Superior, Georgian Bay, up
Out to the
French
St.
River.
Lawrence? And
Yeah, to Montreal, and
wow, incredible.
yeah, it turns
So
out it
you-
would have been cheaper to fly.
Yeah. And you ended at Montreal?
Yeah,
Right on.
yeah,
Yeah. And you circumnavigated Vancouver Island not once but twice?
twice. Yeah.
With a sea kayak?
sea kayak. Both times that was for a speed record.
Wow.
And, the
And you
first-
did the speed record both times with the Greenland Paddles?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it with a modern style paddle.
Yeah.
They're stiffer, they're harder on the joints. You get tired much more quickly.
Yeah.
The Greenland paddles, I find they're more efficient. I've tested them versus the modern paddles using GPS and heart rate monitors and
Yeah.
maintaining the same speed with various types of paddles. 8.0 kilometers per hour. I'd gauge the paddle by where my heart rate is.
Yeah.
And it's consistently 15, 20 beats lower with the Greenland
So it's just
paddle.
easier on the body and you're going the same
Totally.
speed.
It feels like you're not even working. You're
Incredible.
doing the same thing.
Incredible. How long does it take to go around Vancouver Island? It's a pretty big island.
The last time I did it, it was 16 days, 12 hours, and 14 minutes.
Wow.
Not that I was counting.
Who keeps that record? Like, is there a...
It's been broken since.
Oh, it has, okay.
The Russell Henry, who's the son of Current Designs Kayaks founder Brian Henry,
Okay.
he set the record a few years ago, and he had perfect conditions. Never felt a headwind on his face.
Okay.
And the rest of us that have tried it, we were just like, oh man. But he nailed it. And I was cheering him on the whole step of the way.
Good
I go,
stuff.
Go get it, man.
Good stuff.
Records aren't made to be kept. They're made
yeah.
to be broken.
Right on.
Yeah.
So how do I know if this fits me, Joe?
Well, we can measure you for that.
Okay, so I'm gonna sit down and I'm
Yeah.
gonna...
Have a seat in the chair. Now, I've seen a lot of people in various stores and even some YouTube videos where they're fitting guys for paddles, and like the guy's standing up and they want it to the chin or to the eyes.
Yeah.
Unless you're paddling standing up, it doesn't really matter where it comes when you're standing up.
Right.
It's all about your torso.
Okay.
So to get an idea for that, you move back in the chair just a little bit. What I do, take this tape measure.
Okay.
And you line up your eyes with the tape measure and put your finger there.
32.
32, so 32 inches. What we want to know the length of is the shaft.
Okay.
So you're at 32 inches, and you can add maybe a couple inches to that. So your hand's right about here.
Okay.
So a 32 to 34 inch shaft, plus the length of whatever the blade is. If it was a 20-inch blade, then you can have like a 54 or 56-inch paddle. If it's a longer blade, say 6 inches longer,
okay,
your paddle's going to be 6 inches longer. So instead of, say, a 56, you have a 62. The paddle with this blade shape versus a paddle with this blade shape, you're not going to use the same lengths for both paddles.
Right.
You want the same length shaft, and then plus the length of whichever blade shape you're picking.
Right, gotcha.
So an otter tail is going to be longer for you than this style of paddle would be.
Okay. So I've often gone by...
Yeah, that's another one.
Does it fit?
Yeah, like given that 90 degrees there, that comes pretty close too.
Okay.
I still like to measure the torso length.
Measure the
to go
torso.
by that.
And so...
Guidelines are just guidelines.
Yeah.
That's it.
So you want 32 inches there?
Yeah, about 32.
So is that what we have?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
that actually comes in pretty nice for your size.
Okay, perfect. Well, thanks, Joe.
My pleasure.
It's a beautiful paddle.
Well, thank you. I hope you get lots of use
I'm
out of it.
gonna take this on a lot of trips.
Well, I hope to see it on YouTube someday.
So, Joe, if people are interested in getting a paddle from you, they can order a custom one from you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I try to keep some on stock, but most of them are custom.
Okay. And so, how do people find you?
Well, you can go to my website at joopaddles.com.
Okay.
joowoodshop.com will also take you to the same site. You can do a search on Facebook for Joe O Paddles. That'll be my Facebook page. On Twitter, Joe O Woodshop.
And you're on YouTube?
And on YouTube.
Okay.
Just Joe O's channel.
Okay. I'm going to put links to all that below in the description. So check it out. If you're interested in a nice paddle, maybe you'll be able to get one as nice as I have here. Thanks a lot, Joe.
My pleasure, Kevin.
Right on.
Great to meet you.
Likewise. Yeah. So, Joe, you're telling me that you've got some unique ideas to make stuff out of your scrap, and a few of those ideas sell pretty well?
Yeah, it's kind of silly. Rather than just burn it all in the fire pit, which we've been doing for years, I started thinking, what can I use the scrap wood for?
Yeah.
So the simplest thing that I made, we call it a thumb page holder.
Thumb page holder, okay.
Yeah, so you see this.
Okay.
This is the newest version. If you're doing a lot of reading, your thumb gets tired, or if you want to read in bed, it just flops over.
Yeah.
So with these, they come in 3 different sizes for the hole. People have big thumbs or small. You just put that right there, and it's just effortless.
There you go.
And this version, it's also a bookmark.
Awesome.
And the wine corks, I seem to always have those around, so
I wonder how that happens.
Make use of it. I don't know. It pays for my wine.
Right on. Right on. Okay, well, thanks a lot, Joe.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Have a great day.
You too, Kevin.